Okay, this is part 2. We're going to show you how we seal the windshields from the outside. What we're going to use is Essex. This is a U418. This is not a high viscosity urethane. And we're going to seal it between the gasket and the glass. And the reason why I like to use urethane as opposed to taking the gasket out and just trying to pump the liquid butyl in there, this is really a cleaner, easier way to do it. And when you use urethane, it locks it in. It's never going to leak. It's sealed in there permanently. So all we're going to do is start pumping this thing full here in a second. I'm going to use a bone here to kind of open it up just a little bit. We're going to go all the way around this thing. I like a little squeeze out, and you'll see what I'm going to do next here. I like to press it down. And like I say, once you get this urethane in there, it's not like the liquid butyl. It locks it in, and it's never, ever going to leak. Plus, I'm not fighting the gasket trying to hold on to it while I'm trying to put liquid butyl in it. It's already fixed. Okay, now we got it sealed all the way around. What I like to do is take a flat chisel end. I like to press that right up against that. Now see how that's squeezing out? That way I'm getting that gasket. See how that lays down there? That's exactly what I want it to do right there. It tells me I got a really good seal all the way around. I got more than enough urethane in there. Shoot, we might have enough in there for 2 or 3 windshields. We don't know. One thing we do know, she'll never leak. Press that right on that edge. Let that squeeze out just like that. Now we're going to go around the other side. And you can see I still got the little pieces of tape up there. And that's showing me exactly where those clips are at, so I don't have to hunt and find them and pound on that molding and dent it up to get it to press down. And I've preloaded all the clips, so there isn't a ton of tension on them. That's the other thing that gets these guys in trouble with these things. Got way too much tension on those clips. Then once the glass is in, that gasket's pushing up that clip, up against that clip even more, then it just makes it almost impossible to get that chrome to snap on there. Now I usually like to take a foam cleaner, foam glass cleaner, just like this. Spray that on that urethane. To get the bulk of that off, you can still use that chisel stick, or as we like to refer to it in the business, is a bone. That gets the bulk of it off. Now see how clean that is? That's not messy at all, is it? That's just the way it is, boys. Now get on this other side. Putting this glass cleaner on here makes this a lot less sticky to get this off. Okay, now we're going to go back over it again. This time we're going to use a razor blade. The trick of this is always make sure your razor blade is new. Don't ever use a dull, used razor blade. And always make sure it's wet. As long as it's wet and has some type of lubricant on it, you'll never scratch that glass ever. But it's when you try to do it dry, and an old used razor blade, you will scratch it. So you can see I got probably 90% of that up with the bone. And now I'm just going over it this way. And I clean them several times to make sure I get all that out of there so it looks real nice. You don't see anything. we're going to put some mineral spirits on a rag and we're going to wipe around the edge. Now what this stuff does, it cleans, it shines, it does everything. Geez, I feel like that's a commercial for Tide. We use this all the time and it absolutely won't hurt a fresh paint job. This is a fresh paint job on this car. We can take it over the paint all day long and it'll never hurt it. So I don't try to get it soaking wet so it runs back in there, but I'm gonna get her wet. Okay, now that we got it wiped down all around the edge, the only thing we'll do last here is we'll take another fresh razor blade and we'll follow right along and see if we pick up anything. And that's really gotten really clean. So we got a really nice edge right there. Now the only thing that we normally do, but since we're doing a video, is I like to let these sit overnight. I don't like to put my chrome on right away. I'd rather have that urethane set up, be nice and hard, so it's not, the gasket's not gonna move or squeeze anything out. So, but what we'll do is we'll go ahead and push a molding on here. Take these gloves off. Now, we'll see how this thing goes on for the first shot. Tape's right here, that's where each and every one of those clips are at. You can put these moldings just about any way you want to, but this is why I like to let the urethane set up. That way I'm not getting my fingers into it or anything. I can see where my clip is at right there. And I know this molding is going to come down to the top edge of that fender, but all I'm going to do is lock this bottom one in. We're going to give it a little push. Going to give it a little push. Now you see I didn't put hardly any pressure on that. I didn't need a bone, I didn't need a hammer, I didn't need anything to push that chrome on. It's locked in nice and tight, no damage to it. And that's the way it is, boys. Hope you enjoyed the video.